In 2008, I decided back then that I was going to stop watching the news. They're giving you their opinion. It's not an objective thing. Hey guys, this is Martin Perdomo, the Elite Strategist, your host of Latinos in Real Estate Investing podcast, where individuals come to learn how to create wealth through real estate investing. And in this episode, I'm going to give you the 5 things to do to take advantage of a down market or a recession. I got some really exciting stuff I'm going to share with you, so make sure you stay with me to the end. But before I give you those 5 things, I think it's important to create context. So first of all, what is the definition of a recession? That is the most important thing. When the economy's performance decreases for 2 consecutive quarters marked by the GDP along with higher unemployment and lower consuming spending. Now, this current administration has been wanting to change the definition of that. I've had an economist here. We debated that. We talked about it on this podcast here. And even if you look it up on Wikipedia right now, it's weird. It's just weird. They're debating this particular administration is stating that because unemployment is low, that we're not in a recession. So that's debatable. We could be, we cannot be. That's up to you to decide. But most agree, 98% of them that were surveyed said yes, that if we're not already in a recession, that we most certainly will be going into one. Facebook just announced that they were freezing hiring and they were laying people off. So Facebook's a monster. They're a big giant, right? It's important that we first understand what has happened over the last 2 years and what has led us here, right? Money printing, number one, is we've had a lot of money printing due to the pandemic, rightfully so. At that time, it was what was necessary. We were all locked down. We couldn't work. Second thing that happened is that overspending. There was a lot of free money being given out, not just our country, all over the world, right? Wherever you're listening from. And that created spending, a lot of spending, and causing demand of goods and services to go up. So when there's a high demand for something, that means you got to produce more of it. And when you got to produce more of it, it costs more to produce more of it, costs more resources. So the prices go up because companies can't keep up with the amount of demand that's happening. Number 3 is we had a shortage of supplies on everything because now people were getting money and for practically staying home, and we had a shortage of supply because companies couldn't hire enough people to get the demand for those things that they were needing. And one of those places was real estate. We've seen a 30% increase since 2020, since the pandemic. And number 4 is all of this, along with low interest rates, right? So money being cheap caused inflation to get to the 40-year high, where current numbers as we stand right now for the last CPI report. Number 5, the Feds decided to start increasing interest rates to tame inflation. So businesses borrow less because it costs more money, and that causes layoffs, unemployment. People spend less because they got less money to spend. Housing is one of those big, heavily weighted items on the CPI, the benchmark that's used to determine what inflation is. Now that you have some context, now that you know what's happened here, let's now talk about how do we thrive? What are the 5 things that you can do to take advantage of what's ahead? So number 1, become valuable. The market will give you in return to the value you bring to the market. If you become valuable to the marketplace, your skill will always be in demand. Number 2, protect your energy, who you're listening to, what you're listening to, who you're spending time with. In 2008, I decided back then that I was going to stop watching the news. The news journalism these days is no longer an objective. They're not just giving you objectivity. They're not just giving you data, facts, and figures like we do here. They're giving you their opinion. It's not an objective. If you must watch the news, make sure you watch the news objectively. Understanding, hey, I'm going to take the information, but I'm not going to receive your opinion. I'm going to process the information myself, make the decision that best suits me and my family, and I'm going to process that information that's being given to me in my own way without the personality, without partisanship and all the extra crap that the news does. So number 3, cash is king, guys, right? So during a recession, cash is king. Start creating reserves, cut down on unnecessary expenses, and invest in income-producing assets. Businesses are going to be on sale all over the country. There will be real estate on sale. Everything is going to go on sale. Number 4, be disciplined with your numbers. Study the market and the trends. Though don't take it lightly Go and do your research. My mentor says to me, everyone wants success, but no one wants to do the hard work of thinking. Go think or spend some time about what's going to be your strategy. How are you going to make it? How are you going to come out ahead of this? Where are you going to be? How are you going to come out on top? What's your vision? Number 5, find your tribe and stick with them. This is not the time to be a lone ranger, guys. Be patient and play the long game. Get your behind inside a meetup. Get your behind on some online mastermind, right? Spend a couple dollars on yourself. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Remember, I have that course down there. You guys can just go down there and click and go learn how to get your first deal in 60 days or less. And thank you guys for watching and or listening. This is Martin Perdomo, the Elite Strategist, your host of Latinos in Real Estate Investing podcast, where individuals like yourself come to learn how to create wealth through real estate investing. Guys, appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see you soon. Peace out. Hey, thank you for watching. If you want to watch more content like this, click right here. And if you want to get some of our merchandise and you want to get a real estate shirt like this, check out some of our other merchandise. Click on the link below. Go check out our merch. Thank you.